Hi all, I would like to say a few words about the new C4 250 foot pockets.
I had been using the V3 fins, and in order to try this new foot pocket I had to get the 330, and basically what I felt with these fins is that they are a lot more powerful, and definitely it's about the blade, but as well it has a lot to do with the foot pocket.
So I've been using this for months now in shooting all of my underwater contents and shooting videos for my clients. So what I can say about these fins is that it's one of the lightest fins that I have ever came across with, especially with this foot pocket.
I'll be mainly comparing them to my previous foot pockets, which were C4 400, and I was using them both on my V330 blades, the second stiffness, which is medium soft.
What I realized about this foot pocket is that it's a lot lighter than the previous ones, than the ones I have been using that are Pathos foot pockets. So it's a lot lighter, and when I first tried it I was a little bit worried that because it is very long and wide here, it would have been a little bit uncomfortable, or it could feel bad it can cut like your foot a little bit when it's so stiff and so high. But I found out that it's very flexible and really comfortable, so I definitely didn't have this pain.
When I first used it, it felt like I wasn't holding any fins around me. So I used to own a carbon fiber leader fins, and it felt like it was kind of heavy. It was okay, but yeah, for me it was still heavy though, because maybe it's because of the foot pocket. But when I switched to the Alchemy V330 Pro, I was able to point out some comparisons with it.
What is the main difference compared to C4 400 is that the material is much thinner and much softer, and therefore much more flexible. You can probably see it if you've had an experience with C4 400. It's quite obvious. The foot pocket itself, it's very comfortable. It fits very well, actually much better than the hard C4 400. It also feels that this part is a bit narrower, so for me it's a big advantage, because in C4 400 my foot was actually quite wiggling. With these ones it's totally fine.
I do have to wear them with socks to make it not so scratchy with your skin, but with the socks they feel great. And something great that I have with them is that they are more in place, so I can transmit more of the power of the kick to the blade, and at the same time I feel more safe.
With these fins, it's easy to maneuver, unlike with the long fins, because for me as an underwater videographer, you need to be flexible. What I mean about flexible is that you need to maneuver faster just to get that awesome shot or that epic shot, so you don't miss out anything.
I use them for teaching, and I use them for the performance dive as well. What's the difference for me? For the performance dive, I like to use the insoles always. It just makes the foot pocket a bit tighter. It just makes the foot pocket a bit, or it just makes a kick a bit more efficient, and energy transmission is a little bit better, but I'm losing comfort, so I can't imagine having these and teach someone for 2 hours or sometimes even more.
One of the things that happened to me when I was running away from a shark was that my Pathos fins, one of them came off, and because I was swimming fast, and I had to put it back on, so that was not so good. So I prefer these ones, because definitely with this length they are not gonna come off my foot, so I feel it's more safe.
Also with the C4 250 foot pocket, I can say that it has helped me conserve my oxygen when going underwater, and it fits perfectly well on my feet, and I can say that I'm comfortable with it, unlike on my previous fins.
For teaching, I prefer using only the cotton socks to prevent any cuts, and the my kick is still great, the energy transmission is still totally fine, and I'm not feeling like I'm losing any energy or anything.
So every time I use this, my clients would also ask me like, what fins are you using? They look really cool, which is also amazing for me.
Because the material is really nice, it feels like it's kind of grown to your foot. I don't struggle with anything like foot cramps or any pain or anything like that, or any bruises.
It's a better power transmit. They are super flexible, super comfortable, and really good to wear in the water. I definitely recommend you to try them on for deep dives, for spearfishing, for training. Very good foot pocket.